Community shares are not traded on the stock exchange. You can only sell them back to the society who has issued them. They will never be worth any more than you have paid for them, but depending on the terms of the offer when you invested, you may well get a very good rate of interest on them. The big benefit really is knowing that you're doing something worthwhile and you're doing something good for the community.
Chase Community Solar came into being in the summer of 2013. We were approached by Cannock Chase Council to do a project to install solar panels on council bungalows. We decided to do a community share offer because we needed to raise the money to pay for the solar panels. We've had just over 200 investors. The target was 750,000.
It was ambitious because up to this point, all other community energy was at a lower level. And they said, we're going to be pioneers, try and put PV on 300 people's houses, and that changes people's lives. It's a simple technology. Why should financiers be writing a chequebook and getting all the money back?
We deliberately set out to give priority to bungalows, most of whom are occupied by people who are either elderly or have got health issues, or in many cases both.
I'm not a routine investor. I don't invest in the stock market or anything like that. But this is about investing in our community. It's about making access to renewable energy for a section of society that wouldn't have access to it. Removing people from fuel poverty here in Cannock Chase.
Because the business was already on the market when we started this process of researching it, we knew this business was going to be snapped up by potentially chain pubs, so we had a very short time span to raise enough money. The asking price was £925,000. It's a lot of money to raise, and it meant in the end that by the time we'd put out our share offer document that we had just 5.5 weeks to raise enough money, and in fact we managed to raise £787,000 over that time, which is an astonishing result. The idea is to bind it into the local community for many years to come.
Some of our regulars, some of the people involved in the campaign decided to stir up some well-known local musicians in order to make statements about how important they felt the Bell and places like the Bell were to music. Our website was running endorsements from Robert Plant and Peter Gabriel and people with connections to the city, people who knew what this place was. I won't pretend that they're regulars, but they have both set foot in here previously.
There's a lot of pride. They have a lot of pride in that they've bought into something very special, and they feel like they part own it, and that's a great thing, yeah. We're such a vibrant centre of the community, it's added now a little extra pinch of magic because there's so much goodwill. People are very proud to have been involved in this. We've become a sort of a flagship model of how this can work, and we just go from celebration to celebration, really.
This is a cheerful place. I think it's a cheerfuller place. It's a more life-filled place. I don't know whether it's all down to this transformation, but nevertheless, it's got a vibe. If you come on a working day, it's buzzing.
Running a business on the farm is great. It is a community. We're also able to help out on the farm on the weekends, which is something that you'd never get an opportunity to do, on a normal industrial estate.
Straight away, I love the place, I just adore it. I was really keen to be a shareholder. I invested personally, the firm invested.
It's a really good way of creating additional local employment. Community, a family environment, family business. That sort of respect and responsibility of working together in this local environment is really important to us.
My advice to somebody who wants to do a community share offer is, yes, you will be able to do it. It will take time, but it's manageable. There are people around, talk to them. Read the websites, get in touch. Don't try and do it on your own, but do try and do it, because it's just a better way.